Alright, Alico 3 here. Today's video is going to focus on a PSA 500 card order prep video. So this is kind of, I don't think it's quite 500, but it's close. I think I had it marked at about 490. Hopefully I counted right. Because when I go to type them into the submission, they're all in these two boxes right here. I'd like to be around 500. I've been working on this for a couple months, so I just kind of try to add about 15, 20 a day. Sometimes a lot less. It's tough to find suitable candidates sometimes. You don't want to churn. And what I mean by that is you're just sending to send. You're not sending in the quality of cards or the grades that you don't want to just send in a bunch of 8s. Seems like a wasteful endeavor. So here's a let me grab a stack and we'll get started here. How about this Bradley Chubb card? This is cool. This was pulled out of a hobby box a couple months ago, so that's just the base one, and it looks like it's probably a 10. Finest hour, Devers. I won't go crazy slow through all these. Let's just get a good pace going here. So, Bregman, top Series 1 from last year. There's a Mahomes. I think I just got that in a pack. That's actually a neat one. That's a Kamara to 15. That's from last year's Elite. I think there's a bunch of these in here. This 87 Donruss Bonds. Dalvin Cook, who hasn't done much this season. There's a Baker score. Frank Thomas, that's like a 91 star card. This is cool. 93. Score select Griffey. That's Xander from 14 Chrome. I did break a case of this 18 Donruss, so there's a bunch of these kind of the top tier rookies. So Baker and Saquon. This is just like there's some base Jeters. I bought a Jeter lot, and I honestly found like 2 cards out of 50 that I thought were candidates, and I think it was these two. So that's Topps Gallery 2001, and then Skybox Premium looks like 98. Lindor, that one's got nice centering, but these are tough on the surface. This is a Sweet Peyton. This is the row 1, also called Grace. It's got great shine to it. These are often scratched on the front and back, so you got to be careful sending these in. Here's a Lamar Jackson status from Elite to 8. So there's a good assortment of different cards, and I think going forward, the next 500 card order after this one that you see, there'll be more basketball in it. So I'm kind of trying to, I always say I'm getting into basketball, but I think I am finally going to turn the corner on that. Kamara, we got a Tony Gwynn Tops. The expectation on the Gwynn is like, maybe an 8.5. It's obviously not centered perfectly. There's a Bryant. That's the base Topps Series 2, right? Benintendi, we got Ricky Henderson. So I'm still sending in some of the baseball junk wax. It's too much fun for me. A lot of people might not be fans of that, but oh well. Puckett, that's the 85 Topps rookie, and that one is off-centered. So probably like an 8.5. It'll probably get an 8 though. There's a base Puckett from 96 Topps. We got Piazza. So we're into a junk wax portion here. That's 94 triple play. Andujar Topps base. Piazza score. So I'm trying to bulk up the Piazza registry. This is actually a neat one. It's the Heritage Collection. It looks a lot like the base one, but it's numbered on the back to 125. 95 of 125. So neat card. Kind of on the fringe of cards valued under 99. It could go either way. This is a Kareem Hunt to 5 out of draft picks. We got the Thunder Moss, Acuna Bowman Chrome, badass Nolan Ryan Leaf, and Bonds too. Hoping for 10s on those. I looked those over pretty good. Fournette score, Pudge score. Pudge always gets into these orders. That's George Brett. It looks like it might be a little off-centered. Checking the baseballs on the sides here. There's an Arenado Chrome. This set's really tough. Barry, that's just kind of a cool Fleer 19. Was that 91? Because they're talking about 90. I guess it's 90. All Pro insert. This is Heritage. This is cool. It's out of 1956. There's also a chrome version, I think, to 556. Fitzgerald chrome, that's badass. There's the Vic. That's actually an XRC auto from 2000 Rookies and Stars. UD Vintage LT. So there's just a ton of stuff in here. Go a little faster. This video is going to be like an hour. Josh Allen. Couple of these Fournettes, he hasn't done anything, but with tailbacks, it takes like 1 or 2 games and the market heats up again. There's Peyton. There's another Bonds. Mookie. That's cool. Stanton. Albies, who cooled off considerably, but I think he's going to be good for the long term. There's an Acuna. Moss score. So Moss always gets into these orders. Puckett Leaf. That's a cool. I mean, a lot of people hate Fleer 95, but I think it's kind of cool. That's a Pudge base. Acuna, that's Bowman draft paper. Fournette score. We got a Vic MVP. Just some random cards in here, like an Ozzie Smith Fleer base. But I mean, if I think it's a 10, I want to try to get these Hall of Famers slabbed. Just looks cool. Here's a Leaf. Sosa. Got that in a pack. Mostly all the junk wax is pack pulled. That's like Fleer Glossy. Fleer Glossy. No, that's Action All-Stars. Sorry. I think I just made that up. Smoltz. Tony Gwynn. That one's off-centered, so that one will probably get cut from the order. I always cut a few when I type them into the spreadsheet after you take another look at them. That's not going to be a 10. Griffey Bowman. So these are all, I must have broke a box of Bowman and put these all in a row. That all look pretty good. Smoltz Bowman. Khalil Mack. That's like a $30 card in a 10. And I have a ton of those from SP Authentic Breaks from back in the day. This camera seems tilted a little. Saquon. Got Lindor. That's the base. Couple Lamar Jacksons. Steven Jackson. Josh Allen. That might get cut. I don't think he's very good. He is a first-year player, so let's not get too carried away. But I think I've always held the stance that he's not going to be much in the NFL. Severino. There's a Rosen. Finest Hour Larkin. I just got that in a lot, and it looked nice. Maddox Leaf. So I guess I'm a huge fan of Leaf 1990 in this order. There's a Vic Tops. This set's really tough, so hoping for a 9. I mean, I'm hoping for a 10, but I would be fine with a 9. Tops 1990. And then the rookie debut, Correa. Severino. We got Bonds Tops traded. Griffey Tops. That's Tops traded too. A couple of these Acuñas. These are 2016 Heritage. There's a Moss. Saquon. Some more of these Donruss base rookies. That one's out. There's a couple of these out of 10. So a couple of these Lamars. So I bought some Lamar like in August. So we'll see. Another one of these Nolans. That's a cool one I'd like to add to the registry. So some of these Junk Wax Hall of Fame cards are just cards that I'm just going to add to my registry. Frank looks a little off-centered, but I think it could still pass. I actually like 91 Fleer. A lot of people hate it. That's just a paper judge. McGuire Tops. Clemens Tops. A couple of these Lindors. That's just the paper from 2011. That's a neat one. Rookies and Stars Holt. And then this is the SP Authentic Excitement to 250. And then we got Saquon. A couple of these parallels to 99. This is the variation auto of Hunt. You can get that cheap for like $40. Most people have caught on to the fact that tailbacks aren't going to be worth much in the future. So they don't sell for much anymore, which makes sense. That one's, I mean, the last two cards are a little off-center, but I think I'm looking for 9s on those. Because I don't have I always say I don't have an expectation of 10s on every card. Especially when I'm sending in these older sets. You just have to temper them. That's a nice Griffey. Hoskins, we got Senzel. That's pro debut Vlad Jr. That's like the Prism Refractor, right? Machado, Acuna, Devers. Saquon, we got pro debut Correa from 15. Here's an Albies Chrome, just a Chrome auto. Another Gwynn. That's like a, not sure what that is. Some Griffey insert from like 96. Um, that's a gold medallion ultra achievement. That's kind of neat. Barry score. Doesn't looks pretty good. I don't know if it'll get a 9. Hoping for 8.5. Tomei Bowman. Altuve update. That's a cool Holt medal. And then a Brett 88 Donruss. Let's do this card, then some thicks. So this is a turn of the century DJ Moore to 5. That's a neat one. And then these are like all the thick cards in the order. I don't like to jam these into those card savers, so I just put them in top loaders and tape the top. So Dalvin, this is a cool Wentz numbers to 50. Origin, so some of these thicker cards, the expectations are like 8.5s. It's going to be tough. Certified 18, the quality control was absolutely horrendous, so you're not going to find a lot of good grades out of Certified 18. That's out of 5. It's got a kind of a weak patch for a 5 card. That's got a neat patch though. That's out of 10. Josh Allen. So a lot of this stuff was bought first part of September. I think right before I sent out my last order. So there's some stuff that just missed the last order. That's a Bush. I bought that raw. I just wanted to get it slabbed. Deshaun Watson. That's a fringe card for sure. I could easily go into a higher tier order. And then we got Saquon. That's a cool Calvin to 25. I got that for like $90. Thought that was a steal. That's Ultimate Collection 07. This one might have to be bumped to the higher order. I think that's too expensive of a card. So there's always some fine tuning that goes on before I send these in. But I am going to start typing these in today. Hopefully get it mailed out by Friday. And Gurley Platinum. Gurley to 9. This is the RPA to 27, like the Emerald. And then this isn't the RPA, so I thought it was, and it went real cheap, and I guess that's why. Some more certified 17s from experience. These are pretty easy slabs. They did a great job on this set. So a Hunt and a Cook. This is neat. I got this one really cheap. It's the Instavision to 50. Devers. That's to 10. That's a Goff unparalleled. To 25, that's an Ultimate Collection jersey of Fitz. Pat Mahomes. This looks like a bed sheet or something. It's like wrinkled. And there's a Lamar certified Darnold. So a bunch of the 2018 quarterbacks who I'm not like crazy high on them, but bought them, and they're neat patches or cards. So I might as well get them slabbed if they look decent, if they're in decent shape. Here's some more thicks. So this was actually a BGS 9.5 raw card review that I just cut out. I'm gonna slab it this way. Gurley to 10, and it's got a bad corner right there, so I'm thinking like an 8. And then Fleer genuine Breeze. Let's flip through these ones. So Bregman, there's a Jason Tatum, so there's a little basketball trinkling in. Shohei, that's just the Topps Chrome base. That one's neat. Bowman Peterson rookie. Steve Young finest. Don't have that one slabbed, so it'd be nice to add that in. That's the card saver scratch, not the surface. Romero. Chipper Bowman. That one's a little off center. Absolute, that's the retail. Rookie watch. That's the Upper Deck Breeze. Bowman's best locker room of Holt. Cunha, that's the pink or purple, pink refractor. This is round trippers to 5,000. It's a neat little Griffey. That was like $5 raw. And then some more of these Bonds Donrusses. So there's at least 5 in this order. These Bonds Donrusses. I don't know if I'll pull a 10. It'd be really sweet, but I think I'm gonna get some 9s on those. Roble, so he's in this order a lot. That's a score, Griffey. Arenado. So there's one vintage card in here, just a Banks. It's off-centered pretty badly. Fleer update Bonds. Griffey Donruss is in like every single order. But I think it's only in here once. Here's some more Bonds Donrusses. Some Topps Chrome bases. We got Shohei and Walker. Andujar. That's actually the debut gold of Lindor. Piazza. Holt. That's cool. Holographics. That's on card. And then this is the SPX on card to 1999. This Barry, I just kind of forced it through. It's a little off-centered, but I think I might get a 9. Rivers, that's the Star Rookie Limited. That Bagwell was just sitting in my slab can box. It looked good. Select Thomas for the registry. Bonds Tops. This is a really tough set. And then this is kind of a fringe card. It's got a kind of a bad surface, so I think it looks like an 8, but we'll see what it gets. Joe Adele. This is cool. Game Gear Breeze to 500. There's a bunch of that card in this order. The Robles. Gleiber, that's Heritage High Numbers. Upper Deck Choice Moss. Falk Score, that's actually a neat looking set. It's a neat cow right there. Next to Gehrig. The plaque. Leaf Griffey. Love that card. Gleiber, Piazza Flair. These are tough. This is kind of an experiment card because the backs of nearly every single one I've ever seen is scratched a little bit. So I'm just going to see what they do with that one. The franchise chipper. We got Nolan Ryan Upper Deck. Chipper. Cal Donruss 89. Pudge. Ricky Henderson 93 Upper Deck. So there's a bunch of junk wax baseball in here. It's hard to get away from it, for me at least. Kamara, Acuna, that's a cool. Delgado, I think that's a 10. I looked at that one pretty good. These Fudge Donrusses. So after I get done, the next step, after I film the prep video, I like doing these videos, is I sort them into players and by player. So if I have like 10 of the same card in the order, I don't have to type it in 10 times. I just put quantity 10. So that's kind of the next step. That takes a little time. And then, of course, I put them into the system and then pack them. Packing takes a pretty fair amount of time. So there's just a lot of time involved with time and money for an order like this. Patience to trying to find like cards that you think are worth sending in. No, it's not all about the money, but you don't want to send in cards and get 7s and 6s back. I think you'd be pretty upset. So Lindor, Griffey, that's a neat bow. That's the 87, the rated rookie. That's cool. That's a second year Toys R Us. Then the Skybox Premium. There's a few of those in here. There's a Game Gear Vic jersey. The third Gwynn Topps 83 rookie. It'd be so badass to send one of these in and get a 10. That's such a big card. Couple A-Rod rookies, Mahomes, Collector's Choice. That's a neat looking card. This is like, I don't know, like Fun Box Griffey, but it's on the registry and it's an okay card. Next stack, we got about, I don't know, 100 left. So I didn't want the video to run this long, but it's just taking some time to go through these. Diamond Kings, Frank, that's cool. That is the triple play preview. That's cool. Primetime Rookies, Peyton. That's a cool insert. That's the Can't Miss from Select. Quasars is an amazing looking card with good shine too. King of Kings. I just thought that was a cool Dave Winfield card. That's the Elite Series, I think 95. And then some 89 Donrusses. That's the second one of this. And then that's the Leaf preview from 90. I should know that off the top of my head. 92. Benintendi, Fitzgerald, Frank Gore. I need to pick up some more Frank Gore cards. This one needs a card saver. I don't know why it's in a top loader, but a couple more of the Peytons. There's an Ultra. There's a LeBron. That's a fringe one. But that's the Bowman Chrome rookie. Moss. Topps Total Base of Peterson. Leaf 93. There's a Judge. That's, what is that, 14? 14 Bowman Draft. Rosen, that's a thick card, so we'll toss that over there. That's a Tomei rookie. A couple of these Score Frank Thomases. Some more Shohei chromes. There's probably like 7 of those in here. Fournette to 10. Peterson. These go for about $90, so this card fits in this order nicely. Severino chrome rookie. That was pack pulled like a couple weeks ago. Bowman Griffey. Heritage high numbers. Soto. That's a cool Boggs. That's a 88 score Cal right there. Tyreek Hill, Vic, Baker, Saquon. So pretty good amount of Baker and Saquons in this one. Piazza. We got some Jeters. Bregman. That's the gold one, the 2017. I think I got that in a pack. Hoskins. Some more of these. Some more Bonds 88. I think there's 10 of those in here. There's a Maddox to change it up a little bit. There's the Acuna. So I'm pretty excited about this order. Definitely like the assortment of Hall of Famers, junk wax base, some newer rookies. There's a Breeze, some more Frank Thomas. There's a good amount of Frank Thomas in here. That's just the base 91 Stadium Club. I don't have that slabbed. Bowman. That's Elite Series 9. That's out of 2500. That's kind of a neat little Frank right there. Kamara, the variation auto. Acuna. So we're going to get into some Topps Heritage high numbers now. That one's kind of snuck in. Juan Gonzalez. He was a great player, though. Shohei, Acuna, Soto. So I did break some boxes of the high number, and it does look like it grades pretty easily. But we'll see. Acuna, the rookie performers of Andujar. I got that in a pack. That's the Action SP. That's a pretty good card. That Gleiber. Devers, Gleibers, Soto. Kurt Schilling rookie. And then another Fleer Griffey. Jarvis snuck in here. Plaxico. Steve Carlton, Donruss base. That one might get cut out. There's probably 5 or 10 of these that won't make the final cut. That's a rookie, Lee Smith, though. He was a good player. Select 95. Not sure what they're going to do. That set looks tough. That's a Chubb to 20. That's a badass card. That's the black refractor. That's kind of a fringe card. There's some fringers in here. That one's out of 5. That's the Roquan Smith. Rivera, Clemens, and these are refractors, I think. Yeah, these are Walker Buehler refractors. Special FX. This is like a die cut Griffey from 96. And then lastly is this Fournette to 50 from Draft Picks, Elite Draft Picks. So that's it, guys. That took longer than I thought. I tried to show you guys what's going into the order. So send this off this week and probably get it back like, I don't know, February or after that. So take care.